Divine greetings, beloveds. Did you know that with the 5 planets that are in retrograde, there is still this high vibration of energy coming for us now? Welcome. I am Tanya Melendez, founder of Chart and Soul Astrology, creator of Cosmicnomics, and I'm here to share with you your Aries super full moon experience and insight. So come on this sacred journey with me as I share how you can harness this power, what you can do in the weeks coming up, and what it all means. So let's dive in. Well, first things first, using this powerful energy is important because not only is this a super moon, this is the moon's power day, Monday, moon day. So to have this collective vibration and superpower on this day is why it is such a powerful time. 2, it's because it also is in Aries. So we know Aries is the beginning of the zodiac wheel. And in saying that, it is the baby of the zodiac. So it has temper tantrums, it is an irrational energy, it is a spark energy, but it also is that push, that fire to get things going. And so now that the eclipse portal is closed, this is why using this power of Aries to fully be done with something is so vital and important. Because, as I shared, this is in a series of super full moons. So the next 2 are also going to bring the same vibration as we wrap up this year, the year of the snake, number 9. I want you to stop and ask yourself, what skin have you been shedding? And stick around to the end because I have a special invite for you, and something that is so near and dear, literal to me, but also one of the things that I am asked about the most. But I digress. So let's get back into it. So I've already shared with you what this moon is for, what it means, and also this other energy with this moon, this Aries it is the harvest moon. So think of yourself as a farmer. What are you harvesting? What have you planted 6 months ago, 3 months ago, that is now coming to harvest? That is what this is for. I know myself, as well as some of my clients and kindred spirits, you know, for me, I can truly say it's been one of the toughest years ever. I lost my beloved Prince, my baby boy cat. I have now had my second move in the last 6 months, and I traveled internationally just recently. So I moved and still had jet lag, was still jet lagged, and I moved. And so just coming out of that. And so even clients have talked about big shifts that they've had coming through since March up until now. So now that we're in this 4th quarter, we can take a sigh of relief, but we also still have 5 planets in retrograde. So let me break it down a little bit more. So this is a time for us to truly alchemize and amplify our highest and best versions of ourselves. As we prepare for this harvest, then we go into the dead of winter. And in that dead of winter energy, again, this is when we're introspective. So now is the time of the fire, the harvest, the hearth. What are you preparing now for the winter during those dark, cold times when the time changes and your cycle is off? Trust and know that this is a time for us to be very soul-led, and we won't be having another eclipse experience until February of 2026. And so going into these retrogrades as well. So, and we will have another Mercury retrograde by the end of the year. And so the first one, the one that's impacting me the most, because I have a very strong and complex Pluto in my natal chart, is the Pluto retrograde. And this one is about your transformation. And we've still got it for about another week or so. So this one has been really asking us to uncover and integrate what we have suppressed and are often our hidden power. I know that for myself, as I just shared, It's in my natal chart, having a very complex Pluto. Pluto is at my IC, whole other conversation. But next is the Neptune retrograde, which we've got until, the 10th around of December. And this is about our spiritual reflective journey. So this is why you have also, since July, have been feeling this need to dive into your spiritual self. We've got a few more months. This is why these super full moons that we have are so powerful as a way to wrap up, because we go and then into a 10-year. Again, whole nother video. And then we have the Saturn retrograde, the master teacher. This is why you also may be feeling like, damn, I have really matured in these last couple months, because Saturn as the master teacher is here to remind us to redefine, to embrace our uniqueness, to take responsibility, to mature, to respond differently instead of react. Again, the energy of what maturity truly is. And then we also have and as I said, we do have another Mercury retrograde coming up right at the, at the beginning of holiday season. And so then we have another one that is affecting me big time, and most of us don't even realize it. And we've got it until the beginning of January of 2026 is Chiron retrograde. Again, the wounded healer. So what parts are you honoring? What parts still need to be healed? And then last but not least is the rebel planet Uranus retrograde, which goes until February of 2026. And so this is the revolution. This is the evolution. This is, I said, the rebel, the radiant rebel. So putting all that together, because the next then Aries full moon will be in a whole nother cycle and time. It won't come again until we're into 2026 for the then spring equinox, or spring solstice, spring equinox time. So this is a time for us to really use this time, as I said, to alchemize, to amplify, to activate before we start going into Mercury retrograde shadow time. So use this time wisely, set those intentions, trust and know that what is being pulled away, asked to be released, is here for your highest and best good. It is not to cause you any problems or any kind of disruption. But depending on where it is in your chart, also depending on how you're showing up, things could be a little slippery, because this is a hot one, right? This is evolutionary spark, fighting, war energy. So be mindful, be connected, integrate with nature, connect to your, crystals, use your essential oils, go for the walks, listen deeply, deeply, deeply. And what I wanted to invite you to is, again, going more than skin deep. And this is really, as I shared, a question that I get asked more than anything, more than tarot, anything about astrology. It is about, where do I get my glow? And so I want to invite you to a 3-day experience to get your fall glow up with me. And if you want to take it further, if you want to get my secret recipes, if you want to see what I do day and night, weekend, and all of that, some of my meal plan and some of my specialty herbs and things like that, then there is a VIP experience. But I want to invite you to this 3-day glow up, so you can learn how to not only reset your fall skin, but glow and radiate, illuminate the skin that you're in. That's what this Aries energy is for us to show up for ourselves in a way that really supports us and really allows us to connect to our soul-led self. So if you're interested, I've got that link in bio. You can sign up now, and I cannot wait to join you. On Friday is when we kick off on 10/10, because that's when our skin is really settling into moving out of that summer skin, going into that fall skin. Plus, it is a time of Venus. Venus will be active over our time. So Venus Day is Friday, that 10/10, we're resetting our skin for the next 3 days. And if you want to join me for following 8 more days, of day and night thing and rituals, then there is a link for that. So I am so excited, as well as we've got a fall reset coming up for you. So stay tuned for details of all the goodies coming up and so much more. And until next time, beloveds, keep on shining, and may the stars shine on you. Also, don't forget to join me over there on Substack for a view of your cosmic mirror. Until next time, beloveds, shine on.